Welcome back, everyone, to English Podcast with Zico. I'm your host, Zico,
And I'm Sarah.
and we are so excited you're joining us today. We have, I think, a really important topic for you,
Totally. It's something we get asked about all the time, you know?
right? It's how to speak English with your friends at school confidently.
That last word is so key. Confidently. Because speaking is one thing, but feeling good while you're doing it, that's the real challenge.
It really is. So let's just dive right in.
Yeah, let's do it. So I think we have to start with the biggest thing that holds people back, and that's just fear, right? The fear of making a mistake.
Oh, 100%. The fear of sounding, I don't know, stupid, or that your friends are gonna laugh at you or make fun of your accent.
Exactly. Or even just that they'll get impatient waiting for you to find the right word. You know, that little pause feels like an eternity.
Yeah, that's a big one. I remember when I was trying to learn Spanish, I would literally just not talk. I would sit there in a group of people and I knew what I wanted to say, but the words they got stuck.
Right, because you were so worried.
So worried about my accent or getting the grammar all wrong.
And I think that feeling is even more intense at school because, you're with your peers. All you want to do is fit in. You don't want to be different.
You don't want to stand out for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. So I think the very first step before any tricks or any special techniques is a mindset shift. You just have to accept that you're going to make mistakes. It's not a possibility, it's a guarantee. And that is perfectly okay.
It's more than okay. It's how you learn. Nobody, and I mean nobody, ever learned a language by speaking it perfectly from day one. It just doesn't happen. And your friends, if they're actually your friends, they're not going to judge you. They'll probably just be impressed that you're speaking another language in the first place.
That's so true. We build it up in our heads to be this huge, scary monster, but most people are actually really supportive. The goal isn't perfection, it's just connection, communication.
Connection. I love that. It's just about getting your idea across. That's it. So, okay, mindset is sorted, you're ready to make mistakes, but where do you actually start? It still feels scary.
It does. So you don't jump into a big group debate about politics or something.
Definitely not, no.
You start small. My number one tip here is to find just one trusted friend to practice with.
Ooh, I like that. Low pressure.
Super low pressure. Someone you know is patient and kind, and you can even be direct with them. You can say, hey, I really want to practice my English. Would you mind if we just chat a bit and maybe help me if I get stuck?
Yes, that is such a great idea, because then it's out in the open. You've set the expectation, they know what's up, and it takes all that pressure off of you to be perfect.
Exactly. And once you're comfortable with that one person, the fear starts to shrink. Another thing that helps is a little bit of preparation.
You mean scripting the whole conversation? Because that sounds stressful.
No, not at all. That would sound unnatural. I just mean have a few easy topics or questions in your back pocket.
Right, okay, like conversation starters.
Exactly. So you're not put on the spot. Simple things like, did you see that new movie everyone's talking about? Or what are you doing this weekend? It just gets the ball rolling.
That's actually brilliant because I think half the anxiety is that, oh, what do I say moment.
And if you have a starting point, it's so much easier.
And that actually leads to another point, which is learning words in chunks or phrases.
Oh yes, this is huge, so important.
Instead of just learning the word think, learn the whole phrase. What do you think about? Or instead of just agree, learn that's a good point.
Totally. It makes you sound so much more fluent, and it's actually less work for your brain in the moment. You're not trying to build a sentence from scratch every single time. You just grab the phrase you need.
Exactly. It's like having these pre-made tools ready to go.
Okay, so you've practiced one-on-one, you're feeling a bit better, but now you're at the lunch table and there's 4 or 5 of your friends talking really fast. How do you jump in?
Yeah, that's the next level boss fight right there.
For sure. So my advice here is don't try to jump in right away. First, just be an active listener.
Explain what you mean by that.
Just listen to what they're talking about. Follow the conversation. Nod, smile, show you're engaged. This does 2 things. One, it takes the pressure off you to speak immediately. And two, it gives you time to actually understand the topic and think of what you might want to say.
Right, so you're not just sitting there silently waiting for your turn to talk, you're actually part of the conversation, just non-verbally at first.
Precisely. And then when you're ready, you can come in with something small, a short comment. Or, and this is my favorite trick,
Let's hear it.
is ask a question.
Ah, so simple but so effective.
It's the best because you're participating, you're showing you're interested, but the focus immediately goes back to someone else. It's a perfect low-risk way to be part of the flow.
Yeah, like if someone is talking about a trip they took, you can just ask, "Oh, what was your favorite part?" Or, "That sounds amazing. How long were you there for?" You're in the conversation, but the spotlight isn't on you.
Exactly. And you know, something else that we don't always think about is our body language.
You mentioned nodding and smiling earlier.
Yeah, but it's more than that. If you're sitting there with your arms crossed, looking down at the table, you're sending a signal that says, don't talk to me.
That's true. You're closing yourself off.
But if you lean in a little, make eye contact with the person who's speaking, you look open and confident, even if you're terrified on the inside.
The old fake it till you make it.
It works. It really does. People will naturally include you more if you look like you want to be part of the group.
Wow, this has been, I think, super helpful. We've covered a lot of ground here. That's a great point, but what if the problem isn't speaking, but understanding? You know, your friends are talking super fast, using slang you've never heard, and you just get lost.
We have. So let's do a really quick recap. Oh, that's a huge one. The comprehension barrier. The fear of just smiling and nodding, but having no idea what's going on.
Good idea. First, it's all about mindset. Mistakes are good, they're part of the process. The goal is connection, not perfection. Exactly. The smile and nod is the universal symbol for I am completely lost but too afraid to say anything. So, what's the strategy here? How do you break out of that cycle?
Right. Then start small. Find one trusted friend to practice with. No pressure.
And go in with a few prepared questions or topics and learn phrases, not just single words.
And when you're ready for a group, listen first. Be an active listener. Then jump in by asking questions.
And don't forget your body language. Look open, look engaged, and fake that confidence until it becomes real.
Exactly. And just remember, everyone, to be kind to yourself. Learning a language is a journey. Some days will be easier than others, and that's okay. Just keep showing up.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning into English Podcast with Zico.
You can find us on all the major podcast platforms and on our social media. We'd love to hear from you.
We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.